Hey guys, welcome back to another episode. Guys, if you go to YouTube and you'll go to my page or whatever, there's an about. If you go on the about and click it, my email's there. I got a couple emails, but for those of you that I emailed, feel free to reach out to me and send me your address. I'm happy to send you something. It's holiday season. Sorry for the shaking. So guys, welcome back to another episode. And if you're here for the first time, please, if you like the content, guys, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. And for those of you that have been here several times before, please smash that like button. I would appreciate that as well. And in return, I'll come on here and give you hopefully good content that you enjoy. And most of the times I'll probably just speak in my mind, don't have a script, and it is what it is. So I was really coming on here to say that was a great episode. It really was. It was not a great episode. I didn't watch it or anything, but I read the comments. That's what I should say. The comments were great, guys. I have a question. What do you like? What do you prefer, gold, or platinum? Just out of curiosity. These are the 1 ounce platinum eagles. They are pretty coins. They have a lot of luster, obviously. And can you see this? So I'm curious how many of you guys are into are into platinum, and what do you like better? Do you like the platinum? Oh, here's a palladium. We'll put it right next to it, and we'll see the difference. Here, there's a $500 bill under there. So there's the palladium. I'll give you one that's not a proof. Put it right on top, I guess. Yeah, just curious what you think is nicer. Sorry for banging into the camera. So guys, this is sort of like, let's say, a business channel, okay? Granted, I'm not some big Fortune 500 business guy. I'm just some guy from his desk hustling his ass off. And it's very important that you stay away from negativity, and you stay away from guys that could bring you down in any way, shape, or form. In our world, we call that cancer. And it's a terrible word to use, and that's how bad they are. They are like so you have cancer, like Cheeto, unfortunately. God, oh my God. But you have someone that's a cancer in the office. Let's say if you're working, or even if you don't have an office, it doesn't matter. The office days might be gone these days. Who knows? But if they're calling you and just bullshitting with you, or they're anything to slow your process down. Or if you're doing that for someone else, you should catch on, and you got to stop it. You just got to get back to hustling. It's very important. And so during, with this channel, you'll see me do some deals. You will see deals fall apart. You'll see me buy gold. Right now I'm saving for real estate. And if I can, right now I showed you what I had pending. So those deals are big for me. So I would have to raise a ton of money. But it's not even about that. It's more about these platinum coins today. Being that it's Saturday, it's the weekend, I just want to see if, just enjoy the coins, man. Because I know people do like coins in this channel, and they want to bullshit. So if you have any topics or whatever, feel free to shoot. I mean, whatever. So this is, what year is this? Give you an idea. 2007. One ounce platinum proof. Sometimes we'll just be ranting and raving, talking about nothing. Sometimes I'll have a good topic to talk about. But just know one thing. If you're a new sub and someone didn't forward me to you or anything like that, if YouTube's algorithm put us together, there's a reason for it. So most likely you're a hustler. Most likely you might have been down, or you have that inside you. You have that entrepreneur spirit, let's say. Whatever it is, believe me, I talk about something, next thing I know, I see it on my phone. I'm talking to my kids about something, anything. Most of the time when I talk to them, it's about business anyway, believe it or not. And I will see it on my phone. We'll see it a half hour later, it's on my phone. It's incredible. So they know how you are, and they know how I am, and they're putting my video together with you. So most likely you're a hustler, and you might even go one step further. 4 years ago, you might have been you might have been broke as a joke. Literally, and then you're just working your way up slowly but surely, like I'm doing. And next thing you know, well, we'll see when we get there. There's never a top. You should never have a ceiling. Go as high as you can go. To give you an idea, I mean, and you heard me say this before. sometimes the less you know, the better it is. I mean, they say sometimes as a salesperson, if you're dumb, I'm not saying I'm dumb or anyone's dumb on this channel, but sometimes if you're not the brightest, the sharpest tool in the shed, you're better at selling because you're not afraid to, like they used to say, don't think with your pockets. So you're not afraid to ask for, if let's say you're pitching something, you're not afraid to ask for $1 million or $5 million. And people listening to this might be saying, huh, how about 50 million, 100 million? Yeah, how about it? 50 million, 100 million, absolutely. But you also got to have to know who's on the other end of the phone. Because if you're asking for $5 million and the guy has pockets like me, he's not sending you $5 million. So you have to know who's on the other line of who's on the other end of the phone. So if you're sitting home and you're not working, you can do it, man. All you need is you have a phone. So you just pick up the phone. Whatever you want to do, just think of something. Think of something. Somehow you get something, buy it from A, sell it to B, or any kind of service you can do. And before you know it, it might take a little time, but before you know, you're going to be doing business. But you can't just sit there. Obviously, you have to make those phone calls, and you have to stay away from the people which I mentioned are cancer. And then there's also not cancerous people. They love you like your family, and you're trying to get some work done, and it's Friday night at 6 o'clock. Someone wants to go out for dinner, and there's no possible way. You're going to be working till 10 o'clock, and then or 1 o'clock in the morning, believe it or not. And then you're up the next morning at 7 o'clock, Saturday morning, 7, and it's another long nighter. And these are the sacrifices you have to do if you want a nice graph, let's say, going from bottom to top. All these little steps will definitely help you. There's no question about it. I'll give you a quick story. I left the brokerage business. I became a lead broker, right? So I knew nothing about the business. I know my friend of mine happened to buy a lot of leads, so that helped, and that was a great start. And then from there, I was just picking up clients left and right. And leads are a name and a phone number. Believe it or not, there's a very high markup in that. So that's another thing. I remember after I was sick in the hospital, I was sitting at home thinking, what business can I go into that has a high spread, a high markup, or something, where you can make the most money, because you don't want to work your ass off for pennies. So when you find something with a big margin, even if you're not crazy about it, sometimes it's best to go with the thing with the big margin. Of course, all within compliance, because you're putting the same energy in it, so you might as well get paid as much as you can. So again, back to the lead business real quick. Believe it or not, you would buy leads for 4 cents, sell them for 12 cents. Do the math. And you're selling millions of leads. Then if they have to rerun an order, they just rerun the order. They tell you to keep those, and you sell those. So because you don't sell them to one person. The same name's being distributed over and over. This is before the do not call list and all that stuff. So that business, I knew nothing about it. Just went in there because a friend of mine, I got a kickstart. But I was in it for maybe 3 years, 4 years, and guess what? I sold it. I said, I knew nothing about business. I said, someone just started bullshitting with someone. Next thing I know, I'm talking about selling the business, and I sold the business, a low six figures. And from that business, I sold at least another 3 or 4 other businesses. None of them tremendously high, none of them in the millions, unfortunately, but they were mid 6 figures, I could tell you that. And sometimes you'll do that and they'll fall apart. So I'll be happy to tell you also, if you have a small business that you want to sell, not that I know anything, I could just give you some support. You want to go get an attorney, you can get an attorney, or you could save tons of money, because there's ways around that too, but you have to be careful. Like 3 times I know for sure I didn't use an attorney. But I did have a contract from a prior, you can find them online, you can find them anywhere. So if you have a small business, you just you find a contract, you read it like 5 times if you can. And then obviously you throw numbers in there, you throw the name of your business in there, and guess what? You're selling your business. And obviously it has to have revenues. And sometimes you do 2-3 times the amount. Some of these internet companies goes 30 times, I forgot what it's called, it's 30 times. So if it's $1, you're selling it for $30, which is just staggering. But if my business was doing 100,000, I would ask 400,000 or 500,000, and I didn't even know what I was doing. And then you end up getting 200, and you're shocked because you can't even believe that you're selling your business. That was my first experience anyway. So guys, if you like this content, please obviously hit the like button, and please, what else? Please subscribe. I would appreciate that. And I should have been flashing these coins around a little bit and just to show you, but they are a beautiful thing to look at. And before we go, maybe you want to see a little gold next to it. And so I appreciate everyone's support again. Guys, have a great day. God bless America, and take care.